Yo, what's good? It's your boy Illmind. You're checking out DJBooth.net. Peace. So, yeah, Blap Kits, man. I started. Well, first of all, the idea came from being a producer myself and starting out as a producer. You know, especially a hip hop producer. One thing that you continue to strive to figure out and find and collect are drum sounds. So back, not way back in the day, but when I was starting out around high school and college, which was 2099 to like 2001, in order for me to acquire drum sounds, and most producers around that time was through record shopping. So you would go to a record store, you'd buy records, you would dig for open drum loops, drum breaks, and the other method of acquiring drums was actually sampling from hip hop records, right? So it became sort of this thing where like you would take like a Jay Dilla, for example, and you would go to like a Jay Dilla song from like a Slum Village album, and you would find an open snare drum in there, and you would sample that and actually take that sound. So the whole kind of like being a producer and having my own drum sounds thing and not sharing them was pretty much a norm. As a producer, you take drum sounds and you EQ them, you mold them, you do things to them, and you don't like to share that stuff. It's your creation. You don't want anyone to be able to have that. So, one day, this was probably 2011 or maybe late 2010. I just had this idea. I was like, well, remembering back in the days, wanting Jay Dilla's drums, wanting Pete Rock's drums, wanting Primo's drums. One day I was just like, man, I wonder if there's Illmind fans out there who would want Illmind drums. Because, through the years, that's one of the sort of things that I've been known for was my drum work, my textures, and my programming. So I'm like, man, I wonder if there's a community of producers out there who would want my drum sounds. So one day I just decided, let me get my drum sounds together that I've used over the last few years, put them in a folder, right? And I think it was something like 20 snare drums, 20 kick drums, some hi-hats, some percussion sounds, and put them in a folder and sell them, right, as a drum kit. And I had to think of a price point, so I was just like, I just threw a number. I was like, man, $20. What would I pay to get Illmind? If Jay Dilla was alive today, right, and there was a Jay Dilla kit, I'd be going nuts. I'd be getting every single kit whenever I could. And so I wanted to think of a fair price, and I figured, well, $20, why not? If you're a producer, you can afford $20, So I did it. I set up a PayPal account. I had a Tumblr account, blog, and I just made a post. I was just like, hey, Blap Kit Volume 1, right? Had my man do the artwork and set up on PayPal with the digital download. And I just promoted it on my Twitter account, Facebook, website and all that. And it blew up. The sales really just exceeded my expectations. And the demand started to grow and grow and grow. So I decided to do Volume 2, and then after that came 3, and then all these other really sort of innovative, exciting products in between. And it's become debatably the number one go-to drum kit in the entire hip hop industry and electronic now too. So you can go to blapkits.com, blapkits.com if you want the kits.
Yeah, y'all. You know who it is, the D Block General. It was Kendrick Lamar right here outside the booth. DJ Booth TV.
DJBooth.net. You watching outside the booth TV.